If gravity is always pulling on satellites, then why don't they fall to the ground? It's because they're not just falling to Earth, they're actually falling around it. Satellites like the ISS are in a continuous free fall around Earth. Their tangential speed, or their sideways speed, means that as they move along, the Earth's surface curves underneath them. And as long as they move quick enough, they'll never hit the ground. But even at the height where the ISS and other LEO satellites are orbiting, there's still enough atmosphere that drag becomes a significant factor for a lot of the satellites orbiting here. And with increased drag, you have to start worrying about deorbiting prematurely and ultimately limiting the lifetimes for missions like these. And that's why there's constant efforts to address the deorbiting issue. One of the most common ways is to use boosters, and then every so often you'll have a protocol in place for raising your altitude by speeding up so much, and so then it becomes an issue of also budgeting your fuel. That said, there's also experimental methods that are being tested. One example is actually a CubeSat project that I got to work on as an undergraduate. It's the Miniature Tether and Electrodynamics Experiment, or MITEY for short. And the concept here was to send a small CubeSat, something about the size of a loaf of bread, with a deployable tether. We would send this up into orbit, roughly about the same height as the ISS. And once it was deployed from the space station, we were able to have that tether system deploy itself. That tether itself actually would collect plasma from the surrounding environment, and it would then generate forces that we could try and use to raise the orbit of the satellite without having to use onboard fuel. Projects like this and methods that are being tested like this are all incredibly important to the overall landscape of learning how to extend satellite missions. Now, keeping a satellite in orbit is one thing, but getting it there is an entirely different thing. How do rockets actually do it? That's next.